Thank you so much for joining us. Today, I want to look at what we call the fundamental principles of money. Yes, money seems to be one of the most misunderstood topics on earth. A lot of people have misunderstood money. Uh, yes, a lot of people have a lot of negative ideas about money. But money is a critical aspect of our lives. Money is important and very critical for us. So the Bible says that money makes all things beautiful. Yes. Money makes all things beautiful. Why? Because without money, you'll not be able to access a better health care. You'll not be you'll not be able to live in the best part of the city. You will not be able to live the kind of life you desire. Money is important. Money is critical. Yes. If a business lacks money, that business cannot run. If a household lacks money, that household will be poor and would need a lot of things to make their lives better. So money is important. Money is critical for our lives. Aside the air we breathe, money is fundamentally critical. But we need money in every part of our lives. We need money in every part of our being. Because if we lack it, life would be miserable. So the Bible says the poor has many friends, or money has a lot of friends. The Bible said the rich has a lot of friends, money has a lot of friends, but a poor person has no friends. Yes, because money is critical and of fundamental benefit to our lives, we need to spend time to teach it. We need to spend time to learn it. We need to spend time to let people know how to make money, how to manage the money they have, and then how to multiply that money. Because money is critical. My dear friend, if you lack money, every part of your life suffers. If you lack money, you will not be able to buy and enjoy the basic things that you need for your life. If you don't have money, life in general will be miserable for you. So today we're going to learn about what we call the 14 fundamental principles of money. The 14 fundamental principles of money. The 14 fundamental principles of money. 14 fundamental principles of money. 14 fundamental principles of money. Number one, money is physical. You see, a lot of people have made money as if money is some myth, but money is a physical product. You can see money, you can hold it, you can touch it, you can feel it. So money is physical. Money is physical. Let nobody create some kind of myth around money for you. Money is physical. So number one, money is physical because you can see it, you can touch it, you can feel it. Money is physical. So put that at the back of your mind that money is physical. Two, money is a product of thinking. Money is a product of thinking. You see, the only way you make money is to deliver value. Yes, is to deliver a valuable product, a valuable service. The only way you make money is to is to solve problems. The only way you make money is to add value to people's lives by helping them solving their problems, becoming more efficient, saving time, feeling good about themselves. So if you cannot think and deliver value in other people's lives, you can't make money. So money is a byproduct of thinking. So if you don't have money, painfully, it means that you are not thinking because you must think, you must survey your environment, You must survey the world you live in and then think about the value you can add to people's lives and get paid. So money is a product of thinking. If you don't have money, it means that you're not thinking. So what value can you deliver to help people solve their problems, to help them become more efficient, to help them save time, to help them feel good about themselves? What value? If you're not creating value, you're not going to make money. The third fundamental, three, there are only four ways that you make money. There are only four ways. The first is you either have a valuable product. You see, I wrote this book. This is my book. Yes, right. I've written over 100 books, and 20 of them are in print. Now, this is a physical product. So if we say a product, it is something you can touch, feel, or see, and you can sell it. This is a product. This is a product. And this is a product. This is a remote for the light I'm using. This is a product. So anything you can see, touch, or feel that you can share for people, and you can sell for people is a product. So what valuable product can you do? Can you create or buy from somewhere and sell? So you make money by four ways. One is a valuable product. Two is a valuable service. So a service like barbering, uh, laundry, mowing. Yes. So what valuable service can you do to help people save time, become more efficient, solve their problems, and feel good about themselves? What valuable service? Three, a valuable experience. What situations have you gone through life? What lessons have you learned through all these situations? And how can you use the experiences you have learned in life help other people? Because if you can share your experience, you can help people how to maybe cook, how to live through a turbulent marriage. So all the experiences you have had in life, if you can share with people, you see, you can share them through the internet, you can share them through ebooks, you can share them through coaching. So any valuable experience that you have that can help people become more efficient, save time, feel good about themselves would give you money. So that is it, a valuable experience. And four, a valuable skill. You have the skill of baking, cooking, masonry, driving. Whatever skill you have, if it's valuable, if it's something people would need, you can sell it for money. So if you don't have these four things, you can never make money. A valuable product, a valuable service, a valuable experience, or a valuable skill. Without these four things, you are not going to make any money. So there are only four ways to make money. Four, you cannot control money if you you cannot make money if you can't control your appetite. Or let's say you can't control money if you can't control your appetite. You see, there are a lot of people who have made money or who want to make money. And because they are not able to control their appetite, they, they can't keep money. When they have $1, they want to spend $2. If they have $1,000 today, they want to spend every penny of it. So if you are not able to control your appetite, you can't make money. That is why somebody earns maybe $1,000 a month. The same person by 2 weeks into the next month, they would have spent everything and be looking for loans or credit for somebody else. So if you are not able to control your appetite, you can't make money. You can't control money. $1,000 come through the door, they open the window for $1,000 to leave. So if you cannot control your appetite, how you spend money, how you use money, if you can't control that, you cannot control money. If you can't control your appetite, you cannot control money. Five, if you spend more than you earn, you can never be financially independent. If you spend more money than you can ever earn, you can never be able to control money. You see, there are a lot of you cannot be financially independent. A lot of people, because of the benefit of having credit cards, they are always spending more than they earn. Yes, they are always spending. So they are always in debt. They are always, and they have to fight every day to earn money to get out of debt. No. Yeah. So if 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 you cannot control your appetite for spending, if you cannot control your appetite of buying things you don't need, you will not be able to control money. Because if 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 every day you want to have a new watch, you want to have a new phone, you want to have a new house, you want to have a new car, a new clothes, whatever it is, every day. And you see, we live in a world such that businesses craftily find a way to let you change the things you have. Yes, people are finding ways, people are finding ways and means to help you spend. Like you want to buy a new car, you go to the dealership and they show you a car, nice car, and they'll say no down payment. And of course, immediately caution flows out of the window. So because you are not able to control your appetite, you are always spending, you are always buying. Yes, you are always spending, you are always buying, and you are always in the red. At least I understand the network is not perfect, but if you go out of the network, kindly return, kindly come back so that yeah. But let me know from your end if the network is okay. If it's not okay, I wish to know. I wish to know and see what I can do about it. Mm, you know. Yeah. So if you cannot control your appetite, you cannot control your money. Yes. And then if you spend more than you earn, you are always going to fight to pay off your debt. Yes, you are always going to be in debt, and it's painful. You would have to work all your life just to pay off what you have consumed. Just to pay off what you have consumed. Yes, right. The sixth fundamental principle of money: anyone can make money. Watch me. Some people have made it seem as if only a selected group of people can make money. No, each one of us on earth can make money. As far as you can think, you can make money. As far as you can have a valuable product, a valuable service, a valuable experience, a valuable skill, you can have money. So everybody can make money. A lot of people have placed something in your mind that only a select few can make money. No, everybody can make money. Only if you have a valuable service, a valuable product, a valuable experience, or a valuable skill, you can make money. So everyone is capable of making money. Yes. Seven, budgeting your expenditure is the best way to take maximum control of your money. A lot of us do not know how to do a simple budget. So we spend as when we make money. Anything that catches our fancy, we spend. Even things we don't need, we spend on them. I watch it. If you don't learn to draw up a budget for your life, if you don't learn how to draw up a budget on how you use your money, you can never be financially independent. If you don't have a budget, you are always likely to spend beyond your income. If you don't have a budget, you are likely to spend more than you earn. So learn to live by a budget. Draw a budget that guides you. Some people think that a budget puts best to make use of what you earn. It's your budget. You can decide to make it anyhow you want it. But you need a budget on how you spend your money. Without a budget, you are always going to be in the red. You are always going to have the tendency of spending beyond how much you make. So how do you do a simple budget? There are three things to consider in doing a budget. Number one is a fixed expenditure. Fixed expenditure is expenditure on things whose quantum you cannot reduce, like your rent, like your school fees, like anything that whose quantum you can reduce is fixed expenditure. Two, on fixed expenditure. These are expenditures on things whose quantum you can reduce, like food, like clothing, like maybe transportation. Yes. And then the third one is your actual expenditure. But you see, your actual expenditure is a combination of your fixed expenditure and then your unfixed expenditure reduced to their barest minimum. So we said that with your unfixed expenditure, you can reduce the amount. So like uh, food, like clothing. So let's say your food and clothing takes like let's say $500 from your monthly income. What you do is this: you look into your food and clothing and see where you can make cuts. If there are some products or there's some food you can buy in bulk, whatever it is. So in the month under review, you can make a cut, let's say $50. So at the end of the day, instead of using $500 for food and transport, you are able to reduce them and save $50. So now you can have $450. So your actual expenditure will then now be a combination of your fixed expenditure and then your unfixed expenditure reduced to their barest minimum. Yes, so that is how to do a simple budget. And of course, you can join me or you can book a class on how to take absolute control of your finances and take part in any of my money programs. Yes, so learn to budget your expenditure. That is the best way you can curb your appetite for overspending. Number eight, if you don't invest for the future, you will be poor and miserable. You see, most poor people you see around are older people. They are people who are old. The question you must be asking yourself is, what were they doing when they were 20, 30, 40, or even 50? For most people, we never plan for our retirement. Yes, especially for most private people. It's mostly the people in public service or civil servants who legally automatically are forced to plan their lives or forced to do retirement planning. But self-employed people, entrepreneurs, most people don't spend time to plan their future. If you like it or not, that future will come, that your old age will come. So you got to plan. You got to build a retirement benefit for yourself because you are not going to become strong forever. There are periods in your time that you lose your energy. Yes, you lose your drive. You'll not be able to do that either naturally or through an accident. So you must plan for the future. Yes. So if you don't plan for it, if you don't build a retirement benefit, you are going to be poor and miserable when you grow old. So let it be a part of your financial life that you are building for the future and make sure you reserve something for your future. Yes. Now, number nine, if you lack financial education, you are going to be defeated in every part of your life because money is critical in every part of our lives, in our personal life. The food you eat, the clothing you use, your medical bills, everything about your life is about money. So if you don't have money, every part of your life suffers. Yes, if you don't have money, every part of your life will suffer. So if you care about your life, if you care about yourself, make sure that you are building your curriculum, your financial knowledge. Improve your financial knowledge, and it would improve the value you give. It will improve how much you make all the time. So the more you are able to improve your financial knowledge, the more you stay in a better position to earn more. Yes. So improve your financial knowledge. So get a book and read. Get a book on money, go for a seminar, a conference on money, on everything. If somebody is teaching how to make money, learn it. Make sure you are increasing your knowledge based on finance, on money, on personal finance. It's critical, right? 10. If you don't make it, you can't control it. You see, there are a lot of poor people. Anytime that a rich person spends money to buy, let's say, a car, a yacht, a private jet, whatever it is, a private island, you see, poor people would never be saying that, he could have used the money to take care of widows, he could have used the money to take care of underprivileged children. No. Everybody's money they have earned is private money. They decide how to spend their money. So if you have a better knowledge of how people can spend money, make your own money and apply it to that. Because everybody's private money is their private capital. So if you think you want to help people, make your own money. Get this clear. If you don't make it, you can't control it. You can only control your money and not some other people's money. So if you don't make money, you cannot control it. 11. Your perception about money will determine your level of finance. Your perception about money will tell you your appreciation of money, how you see money. If you have a bad perception about money, if all the perceptions that you have about money are negative, you see, for some people, immediately you mention money, the first thing that comes into mind is money is not everything. Money is evil. What is money? What is it? The love of money is the root of all evil. So immediately they hear about money, everything they think about is negative. So because you are negative when it comes to money, you don't even have the passion to make your own money. So the way you see money, your perception about money will determine your level of financial success. Your perceptions about money will determine your level of financial success. If your perceptions are negative, it will determine how far you go in making money. So immediately we mention money, what comes into your mind? That's perception. So change that negative perception to a positive one. So become positive when they mention money. Always look at the good things money can do. Always look at what good ends you can use money for. If you have money, you can take a lot of people off the street. If you have money, you can feed people. If you have money, you can send people to school. If you have money, yes, you can take care of people with diseases like Down syndrome and all that. Yeah. So always look at the positive side of money. That is why if you meet any billionaire, if you meet any multi-millionaire, they are always thinking positive about money. Because negative perceptions about money will not serve you any good. It's only building positive perceptions that would help you. Yes. Yes. Now, the next fundamental principle, money has no geographical location, especially across Africa. Most people think that the only places you can make money are the United States, like America, Europe, and Dubai, and these developed nations. Yes. But if you go to any African airport, you see a lot of foreigners entering. What are they coming for? They are coming to establish businesses. So whilst most Africans are running away from Africa, non-Africans are coming into Africa to make money. So money has no geographical location. That is why you have multi-millionaires in Somalia, in Yemen, in war-torn nations, even there are multi-millionaires there. Because money has no geographical location. Money has no geographical location. So don't just look at other developed places and then you look down on where you stay. No, Every environment you stay has potentials for making money. You only need to look for problems that people face and deliver solutions to those problems. You only look at how people live in your area and see what you can do to help them save time, to help them do more within a specific time frame. There are people in your area whose lives you can add value to and make more money. So yes, money has no geographical location. Money has no geographical location. Yes. Number 13. Watch this. You are your life's biggest investment. This is what people don't understand. Invest in yourself. Buy a book and read. Go for a seminar, go for a conference, get mentorship. If there's anybody close by who knows about money, learn from them. You see, research shows that if you spend at least 3% of your income in personal development, in buying books and reading them, going for conferences, going for seminars, getting mentored, research has proven that you are going to be rich forever. So you're your life's biggest investment. You see, the more you invest into yourself, the more you increase your value, the more you increase your earning capacity. So invest in yourself. Whatever business you have now, build yourself up, become better, bigger. So you are your life's biggest investment. That's critical. That's very important. Yes. The last one is make the right network or form the right network. You see, research shows that if you make friends with 5 rich people, you are going to become the sixth. If you make friends with 5 people who have made it, who know about money, who talk about investment, who talk about owning businesses, very soon you are going to become the sixth person. Research has also proven that if you make friends with 5 poor people, people who are poor, people who are always finding somebody to blame, people who have no business, people who have no investment, very soon you also begin to think like them. You see, I was an alcoholic, and some 2 decades ago, I decided to stop drinking. But anytime I go to maybe a pub, anytime I go to a drinking spot with my friends who drink, they tell me that they will not drink for me to take soft drinks. Said they will not drink alcohol for me to take soft drinks. Why? Because they want me to be like them. I should be drinking like they are drinking. The same with money. If you make friends with people who respect money, people who know how to make money, people who don't blame other people for their misfortunes, very soon you become the same person. But if you make friends with losers, if you make friends with people who are poor in appreciating the value of money, people who are always finding somebody to blame for their misfortunes, very soon you begin to think like them, you begin to behave like these people. So your network matters. The kind of friends you make matters. The kind of places you go matters. The kind of people you see, you model your life after, they matter. Yes. So these are 14 fundamental principles of money that if you apply, if you put into your life will change. Your financial life will change. If you miss these 14 fundamental principles, your life will become miserable. If you miss these fundamental principles, your life will become miserable. Fundamental principles of money. Fundamentally, these principles govern money. Fundamentally, if you don't have these principles, your financial life is going to be one hell. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. This should be it. That is the 14 fundamental principles of money. I wanted this to be a very short discussion. Yeah. So if you have any question, if there is any question you have, let me know, and then deliver solution. So type your question down there, and then I'll answer it for you. So if you have a question, let me hear your question. Let me hear your question. Let me hear your question. If you have any question, let me hear your question. Yes. So we've done the 14 fundamental principles of money. If you have any question, let me. I think you have a few minutes. Let me have your questions, and then I would give you answers, and then we'll leave. All right, my dear friends, thank you very much for being a part of this show. I'm so grateful. Yeah, I'm grateful. Thank you. We shall meet once more another time. All right, so see you, my dear friends. Have a good day. You can visit my other social media platforms like Facebook, TikTok, and others. Thank you so much. Have a good day.